Hey bitches. Hey
Yes.
bitches. Hey. Hi. Hi
Wow.
bitch. Hi. Hey.
Wow.
Sup? Sup fuckers?
Sup fuckers. Fuckers.
The alternative intro. Sup fuckers.
Badass intro. Mmm. It's very hot outside today, right? Right, Caleb.
Yeah, it was actually really nice though, honestly.
I know,
Better than
it was like a very nice day.
like the rest of this weekend. But yeah, you spent technically you kind of spent the weekend in my house this weekend.
Half a weekend.
That was fun. What?
Half a weekend, kind of.
Oh yeah, I guess yeah, half a weekend. So it was fun. We watched like how many movies?
Watched like 5 movies.
Yeah, could probably go over them later on in this episode.
They're all
I
pretty
feel like
good.
I usually talk a lot. Yeah. Well, a lot of them had Samara Weaving in it, which she's a badass. For funnies,
Yes.
so
Samara Weaving.
like yeah, four of them had Samara Weaving in it, and the one had kind of reminded me of Kill Bill in a way. I don't know why.
Yeah. Um. Sorry if I sound like I'm chewing on something, because I am. So, you all just kind of deal with that. Great. So, I was sitting outside today because it was, like, nice out. I was, like, tanning outside with my mom. And I realized that my hair was turning slightly browner. Usually my hair is, like, dark brown. And I found out that my hair actually is, like, changes color, pretty much.
Oh, that's cool.
So, it's
I used to
brown.
be blonde. I think I.
So, like, my hair's brown, but if it's hot outside, it changes color in the sun to blonde.
When it's sunny outside, can you like notice the small blonde in my hair?
I don't know. Does your hair change color too? I think it's rare in people.
When I was younger, I was like really blonde, but for some reason, it got darker as I got older.
That just happens.
So
It just happens, kid. I was like that too. So, yeah. Um, what else? I don't know.
yeah, yeah.
I don't know. I went walking today and I saw this cool bird. I think it was a dove. And it just was out of place because I don't think doves are supposed to be here. I don't know. Like, very out of place. I just walked up to it, and it did nothing. It just kept drinking out of the sewer grate or whatever. And I took a video of it, and it's probably on my Instagram right now. So, yeah. You're very
Yeah.
quiet today, Gib.
I didn't see your Instagram that much today yet. No. I'm probably gonna be. I'm doing something right now. But I'll. So I am talking. It's just you're gonna have to talk a little, quite a few amount, or that doesn't make any fucking sense. That's fine. You know what I fucking mean. Just like talk and just talk about your day and shit and like yeah.
Damn. Excuse me?
Sorry, I got possessed by a demon.
Great.
It's normal.
Yeah, it's normal.
Man. It's totes normal.
It's totes normal, man.
When you say totes and then man in the same sentence, it's just like a no-no. Like, don't do a no-no. Okay?
So, Caleb, we were born in the 2000s, so we didn't know how people talked in like the 80s and 90s. But apparently there were actually people who said, that's totes radical, dude, tubular.
Who the fuck said that? Some low IQ son of a bitch?
Usually it was the high people. People that were high. Or skaters. Or surfers. I don't know. I thought it was just a stereotype, though. I didn't know. People. Like, a lot of people actually said that. Nice sound.
Alright.
Such a great sound, kid. Should give it to a fucking museum. You should offer it to a fucking museum, kid.
What?
Your sound is so fucking great. You just need to, like... Dude, you should get a medal for that shit.
I love the part whenever you cut out constantly.
I know, right? I think that's just you.
Well, it is. You know, internet problems. You've been up in my room, you know.
Yeah, I couldn't even use my fucking phone.
Yeah, it's bad.
I was about to say phone with a TH. That's how bad I am at English.
Don't.
Which is why I'm probably still in English class.
English is the only thing I'm good at. Yeah, sometimes I still fuck up.
I don't know why I'm still in English class when I'm doing a podcast and I have to speak English constantly.
Yeah, like really.
Like, come on. Education system. You're stupid. You're dumb. Poop. Pee.
Poop.
Have you ever just said poop and pee
Pee pee poo
for
poo?
like a minute straight?
No.
Poo, poop, pee. Penis. Pee pee. Poop. Potty. Pooper. Scooper.
Super scooper.
Pooper duper. Super pooper. Pooper. Poopier. Poop us.
You know what? I'll be back. You tell your AFK story. I won't be too long, I promise.
Okay. Okay, guys. So one time I got McDonald's and they're like, cash or credit. I was like, what the fuck? I'm gonna give you what I want, bitch. She's like, how dare you talk to me with that language? I was like, bitch, you look like a weasel. And she's like, how dare you call me a furry? Go into the dungeon at once. I was like, what the fuck? Are you from 1600s, bitch? Are you from 16th century, bitch? She was like, manager put this bitch in the quarters over a cell dungeon. I was like, I just want my food. That's pretty much it. Also, I got my food and it tastes like shit. Because that's how McDonald's is. Yeah. Yep. Yep.
Okay, I'm back.
That's cool.
Alright, I think I'm done. Okay.
Okay, how's your day?
It was great. I rode around. I can't drive still because I don't have my driver's license, so I'm not like Olivia Rodrigo. I know,
You don't have your
so
permit yet.
so boring. I know, and I want to get my driver's license, but like at the same time though, I'm scared. Like not, I'm
It's
not
normal.
scared to get it. It's just that I'm scared that whenever I get on the road, I'm gonna crash.
Well, you can't get your license till you get your permit.
I know.
And
I don't
guess
have
how
a
you get your
driver's permit,
permit?
but I do have a work permit, so that's a plus. I just need. I'm working on getting a job first because I need to get money so I can, get things for myself. I don't want to ask other people to do it for me. That's my
I mean,
number one
isn't
thing
that
that I
kind of
want to
a
do.
stupid reason to get a job? I thought you get a
No,
job to
it's
save
not.
up money,
Getting,
not spend it.
yeah, yeah, I know. Saving up the money. Yeah,
You just said you're gonna spend it, fucking idiot. What the
yeah.
fuck?
Half of half of it I'm gonna spend, and half of it I'm gonna save for future things that I need.
Very ordained.
I mean, very ordained, bitch. Shut the fuck up.
Bitch,
Alright, anyways, we're moving on from the
pop a
subject
cap
because
in your
Jack has a
ass.
very Jack Jack has a very strong opinion on working. So we're not gonna get into this. So,
I have a strong opinion of your ear
what
rape.
is your okay,
Stop.
let's talk about let's do that. What do you do it again? I know
Suck a
you like it.
suck
I
a
know you
cock.
I know
Suck a
you
cock.
like anti ASMR.
Suck a cock.
This is this is anti ASMR. I will. You know what? I will suck a cock because you know what? That's hot. Bitch, deal with it. Fuckhead. Love you.
You probably wish you got fucked in the head. Probably, I'm not gonna lie.
Fucked in the head?
Yeah, what do you think that means?
Somebody get fucked in the head.
You probably want that. I'm not gonna lie.
Jack, are you okay?
Kid, it means getting head.
Oh, I
Like
thought you
holy
said
shit.
fucked in the head.
That's
Your
what
fucking
that's
mic
what I
is
was
cutting out
implying. That's
so
what I was
much.
implying, Caleb. Holy
Maybe if
shit.
your headset mic on Discord wouldn't keep fucking breaking, I'd be able to hear you better. But no, it's a shitty headset. Sorry.
I'm not even using my headset. What the fuck?
Well, then no wonder I can't fucking hear you then. Maybe put on your fucking headset.
No.
Then I
Nope.
guess you're gonna have to keep cutting out then. And me not being able to understand you.
Stop.
What? On Discord. What? What? Oh.
Fuck. Okay. So I went to Caleb's house and we watched The Babysitter 1 and 2.
We should usually try and break down all the movies that we watched. It might make for a long episode, but that's okay. It's something to talk about.
Yeah. I'm starting to run out of stuff.
and let's not like try and rush it either. Let's like take our time with like explaining it and like the good parts. Um, so do you just want to like talk about it in like the order that we watched all the movies at?
Yeah, yeah, should probably do
All
that.
right. Well, first is the babysitter, which if you have Netflix, there's a chance you probably already watched this movie because it is that good. And if you haven't, what the fuck are you doing? Watch it.
Yeah, watch it.
Okay, so so it starts off with this kid getting, I think he's getting a shot, right? Or is that the second one? Or is that Color Queen? I think it's the first one, right?
Getting a shot. It's the first one.
Yeah. And then it it switches to him being in gym and then getting hit in the head with the ball and the dude says like the gym teacher, I think it's like
He stands
a
up,
tradition now.
he does the fuck dance, and he goes, "Pussy!
Yeah, he hits his hands on his crotch and is like, pussy.
Pussy! Pussy!"
Right. And then we get introduced to the bullies, which they are
Fuck.
they're a head case, honestly. And then the
I think they
babysitter
die.
B, Samara Weaving, comes in and just fucking she whispers something into his ear or whatever, and yeah, they leave him alone. Like she's just such a baby. She's just a great babysitter, honestly.
Just a
Except
badass
until you
babysitter.
find out that I mean, she isn't really a killer babysitter. I mean, she is, but to a certain extent. um.
So he likes
Oh
that.
yeah, one thing she says in the car, she says, if someone tries to bully you, drop dead like a bag of rocks and then kick him in the dick.
Yup. Yup.
That's all you gotta do is just kick him in the dick. All you gotta do.
Yes, fight
Anyways,
dirty.
we go back to the house. Yeah, let's just skip the part where they're like having hanging out and skip to the part where he
Pretty much
goes
they
out
party.
and yeah, it's kind of a party. But then they're doing like this later that night. He goes down there or whatever. It's just random. We're not gonna go into that. There's we get introduced to the killers, and they are basically, are they demons? They're kind of demons, right? Or are they not
No,
demons
they're
yet?
just saying this.
Yeah, Satanists. They're not demons yet. So they are around this bottle. They're playing spin the bottle, and we get a kind of a lesbian makeout sesh, which I think is kind of hot, but whatever. Um,
I bet you men like that.
what?
I bet you men like that.
Wow. I mean, I support it, honestly.
I bet there's straight people that like jerk off to that shit.
They're straight. Okay. Um. Anyways, so B, she kind of just stabs this dude, this random kid, in the head with two knives. It's a pretty brutal scene. Um.
Yeah, it catches you
And
off guard.
yeah, and then I love how when that happens though, it's kind of like a comical kind of thing where Tex just screams, "What the fuck?"
Literally,
Yeah,
what the fuck? I was
yeah.
thinking.
Um,
That's why I said out loud, what the fuck?
yeah, you can explain to them a little bit more as well if you want.
Um, so pretty much then they take his like body and um so
They like collect his blood.
they collect the blood in cups and they drink it.
Yeah, but before they drink it though, they have to have like this. They have to have two kinds of blood: blood of the innocent
Blood of the
and blood of
sacrifice.
the, what is the other one?
Blood of the
Yeah, blood of the
sacrifice.
sacrifice and blood of the innocent.
And
And the blood of the innocent, I'm pretty sure you just need like a blood sample. They don't really kill you because it's
nope.
just blood of the innocent and not sacrifice. So
Yeah,
So,
and
mind you, he didn't. So, Cole really wasn't ever going to get really killed, if you think about it, right?
nope. The only reason they try to kill him is because he got in the way or killed some people.
But yeah, so they go on this like. So Cole tries to escape them, and one by one, he like accidentally kills them with like um the Viners on it. What the fuck is his name? Why is my mind going blank right now? I know him. I can picture him, but I can't remember his name.
What, Fred from
Something
Scooby Doo?
King. No, not him. But he's amazing as well. I love how him and I think that dude and B are the only ones that really Max and B are the only ones that really kind of encourage him. Do you
Yeah.
realize that? Have you realized that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's this bitch that got blown up.
Oh yeah, that was epic. She's like, "I'm still alive, mother."
And she blows up and
Yeah, that
dies.
was epic. I loved that scene.
Yeah.
But then can we just talk about how that one dude literally falls off the balcony and his neck just like gets stabbed?
Yeah.
Like what the fuck?
Falls down the staircase, dies. That's when they get
Yeah,
really
that was a
pissed off.
brutal kill.
That's when he
Yeah,
like pisses them off, and they actually try and kill him.
yeah, yeah. And then
Oh yeah, and there's a bitch. There's this
other
bitch.
stuff happens that I can't remember right now.
There's this
Oh yeah,
bitch.
if they knock him out or like did they drug him? Is that what they did?
Um, they tried to drug him.
So because he fell to the floor whenever they took his shot or like took a sample of his blood, but then he got tied up, and then this
Oh
is probably one of my favorite scenes because it's just like a funny scene. They
yeah,
force him to eat a cookie, and they're like,
cookie. Eat
"Eat
it.
the cookie, Cole.
Eat
Cole,
the
eat the fucking
cookie.
cookie. Eat it. Eat
Cookie.
it now. Cookie. Eat the cookie." And this goes on for a while until like Sanj is her name Sandra or whatever the fuck her name is? What is her name?
I forget.
Damn it, what's her name? Sanja.
Sonya.
It's a badass name, but like Sonya, yeah, Sonya. And she basically just shoves the cookie in his mouth, and that's the same girl, the same bitch that kind of got blown up.
Yeah.
So,
There's this bitch that they
oh yeah,
shot like friendly fire, and she came back to
we
life.
should we should probably have said spoiler alert,
Too bad.
shouldn't we? Oh, from this point on, spoiler alert.
Spoilers. Yeah.
Okay, so
Okay.
oh my god, oh yeah, I just want
Yes.
to get this out of the way. There's gonna be one more episode after this, guys, and then next week there's probably not gonna be any episodes because we're gonna take a little
Oh
break,
yeah.
a
Vacation.
week break. Yeah,
We'll talk about this later.
yeah. We'll probably talk about this the next episode,
Yeah. Yeah.
the out of school episode. My favorite. I cannot wait to use that thumbnail. I'm so excited. Sloppy. I like it. It's my favorite. So
Yeah, so there's this bitch that they shot in the boob, and she comes back to life and just keeps talking about how hot she is, and then she gets decapitated by a bee or something.
yeah, but the funniest part about it though is that ha- both scenes it seems like both of her boobs were the ones that got hurt as well. Like
Yeah.
she got shot in the boob twice. One time she got blasted backwards, which I think that's a normal thing in this franchise. Um,
Yup.
she gets knocked back, and then in the second movie, she shoots herself in the boob. It's like, ho, learn how to use a fucking gun before you try and shoot.
Oh yeah, the bitch that couldn't use a gun and shot. We'll get to that.
Yeah. Okay. So fast forward to Cole's crush. Uh, well, actually, maybe should we talk about each death and what we thought about it?
I think the first death was the bitch that got shot in the boob. That's all that really happened.
No, the first death was
Oh
the
yeah,
one dude that got like
stabbed in the head, 2 knives.
with the knives.
That's all it is.
And then the first killer that died, I'm pretty sure, was the dude that got his neck impaled, his throat
That was
impaled.
the second after the girl got shot in the boob till she gets revived. So, and the dude falls on the staircase and gets his neck impaled.
Yeah. It's a brutal. I think all 5 movies that we watched were pretty brutal,
I think Cole
pretty
escapes out
gory,
the
but they were
window.
really still really good. I think the only one that I'm kind of yeah, he tried to escape out the window. I mean, he did, but not before Max was trying to pull him up. So he could have just jumped, but he didn't. He had to jump a higher height because he didn't want to jump like when he was halfway down his house. So he used like this blanket area, this blanket thing, and yeah, he jumped down.
Yeah.
And then he gets chased by Max on the tree. They jump up the tree or whatever, and Max gets hung. Like, what the fuck?
Oh, yeah, yeah. The the plank of wood falls and he just gets hung by the rope
Yeah,
somehow.
we're probably skipping over a couple parts because we don't want to spoil everything. Because we do encourage you to like watch it. But
Yeah.
yeah.
So the next death, the bitch comes back to life.
What was the crush's name? I can't remember anybody's name. All I remember was Max, B, Sonia, Cole, and that's pretty much it. I forget everybody else's name.
Yeah. It's pretty much a blonde white girl.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Um,
And she's actually bad.
just
We'll
pretty
get to
nice.
that.
She's pretty nice. No, we won't get to that yet. But you just want to skip to the second movie already?
Yeah. Yeah, we'll do that.
Um,
Oh wait, there's like
uh,
should we talk about the end of the first movie?
yeah. So B gets run over by a car
Yeah,
from Cole.
Cole drives a car into
Literally,
his house.
yeah, and that basically continues over to the second movie where his parents think he's crazy. So they put him on all these meds, and then we get my favorite fucking character in the entire franchise. Well, actually, B is my favorite, but my second favorite is the one that is played by the girl from that was in Stuck in the Middle and You. What was her name? I need my phone so I can like
I don't know,
look
I
up these
forget her
names.
fucking
Okay,
name.
forget everybody's name. I'm not good with names and faces. Babysitter Killer Queen cast. Phoebe.
Oh yeah, Phoebe. That's right.
So and Melanie is the other blonde girl. So Melanie and Cole are the only people that really knew about what really happened in the house. And Melanie's like, don't tell anybody, just don't. And found out really why. So it was either also his parents wanted to take him to a psychiatric hospital, but um he went with Melanie instead on this trip, which led to a bunch of other like events that happened.
Hmm.
Um
Yeah.
so first off, uh one girl that was in the movie that she didn't have that much of a long role. She was kind of the bitchy friend in the Melanie's group, and she gets her throat slit basically. Um,
Yeah.
so yeah,
Oh yeah, didn't two
literally
people
didn't
like
last that long.
explode internally or something?
Yeah, we'll get to that though. Late. Okay, so Melanie is like, why don't stop talking about the Devil's Book? They don't need to know. We don't need to know about that. And Cole's like, Devil's Book? I never told you about Devil's Book. You're lying, you little bitch. What the fuck? I never told you about it. And she's like, how do you? He's like, how do you know about it? And she's like, because they said my name in it, Cole. And she slits this girl's throat. Like, and then we have what the fuck again?
Yeah. Turns out his
Big
fucking
text.
crush was working with the killers.
Yep. And along with with their male friends as well, who later blow up.
Yep. Cause they didn't do their job.
Full
I don't know.
characters again, and they get killed. Sonia, I mean, I think her kill on here is my favorite because literally they drive a car onto her, and then this hoverboard just fucking annihilates her ass, just almost
Yeah.
decapitates her. Like what the fuck?
Yeah. And then um
Trying to get Cole and get his blood, and he meets Phoebe, and they become friends. They hit it off, and then they bang.
pretty much. And then Cole's not innocent anymore, so they can't take his blood and use it. And
So
just
yeah, Bella Thorne's character, the red haired, she gets shot in the boob and decapitated as well.
same
Max, how did he
death.
die? Oh, Max died. Didn't he? Max die from uh
Um
the blades of the boat or whatever, the jet ski,
oh yeah,
right?
he was on their jet ski and then he got killed by a propeller.
Yeah, that was brutal as well.
Yeah.
It kind of reminded me of the Midsummer scene, didn't it? Like whenever the dudes fall and hit their face off the rock.
I guess had similar
If you
death.
can't tell, I'm a horror fan.
Yes, he is, and he likes death and gore and
What can I
blood.
say?
Might say
I
he's
swear, I'm
psychotic.
totally sane. Totally sane. Trust me.
Yeah, he's totally sane. That's right, guys. That's right.
Shut the fuck up. Um. oh, oh, but, um.
Oh yeah, so
So yeah.
pretty much at the
Um.
end, Melanie tries to sacrifice them, but Cole can't be sacrificed or something. He can't be
Because
like,
he banged Phoebe.
yep. And then she dies, I think. And
Yeah.
and oh yeah, B comes back and saves them, and she gets
And
killed.
I loved this fucking scene.
Yeah,
Because she never. Yeah, because she had to sacrifice herself so that, like, they could live. I think, right?
yeah, yeah. It turns out B was actually on their side. She didn't actually want to kill them.
Yeah. And another twist. So let's go to Phoebe's backstory real quick. So Phoebe lost her parents in a car crash, and we find out that she was the one that made the car crash because she had a stuffed bunny, and she lost it, and um, somehow it, like 10 years later or something, it like appears in her locker years later.
Oh yeah, B makes like
and it's I guess it's a sign with of Beatrix or not B.
yeah.
Why did I call B? Why did I call her Beatrix? What the fuck? Okay, B.
Beatrix Kiddo.
Yeah. So yeah, B. She kind of yeah. That's basically yeah.
Well, it's like a big ass plan to like save them, pretty much.
Yeah, and I loved that because you find out that B was actually good all along. And if you really watch back on the first movie as well, you can notice that she never really intended to kill him, and she never tried to. And she had so many opportunities that she could have killed him if she wanted to, but but she didn't. We find
Yeah,
out that also another twist, Phoebe and B Phoebe used to have B as her babysitter as well. She was
yeah,
also in the car with her whenever her parents got crashed and fell down a hill. And we find out also that she sold her soul to save Phoebe. It's kind of like a gut wrenching scene, I guess, because um, she helped them, and then in the end, she still has to die for it.
yeah.
It's kind of depressing,
She has to go down the hill, probably,
but
or
it was a
not.
great ending though. And then the father finally fucking believes Cole after literally so many times of trying to get him away from everything. Like, I don't know. Also, when they were in like the cabin and she caught that fucking knife or sword, you should
Oh
have
yeah,
known that something was off because she caught that so perfectly. Like, how the fuck could you have done that if you were a normal person? I mean, maybe you have some great eye contact, but like, why?
yeah.
Don't you find that a little bit off?
Yeah, it's very off-putting.
And they just like didn't say anything about it. They're like, oh wow, that's my girl, that's my daughter. Wow, good job.
Oh
You
yeah,
caught a sword.
the thing is the dad didn't fucking realize, and it was so infuriating. He just didn't realize there
Yeah,
was
it
something wrong
was.
with that.
He was such a dumbass too because he's like, you're grounded, and then she chops off his arm, and he still doesn't realize.
He's kind of fucking like
And he's like, no more
oblivious.
TV, no more this, no more that. And then he chops off the other arm, and then she decapitates him. Like, this character is so fucking dumb.
Yeah, like holy
I think it
shit.
was on purpose. Yeah, but that
Yeah,
was the Babysitter franchise. We took a long time explaining that.
yeah.
Damn.
So the next movie we watched, I think, was Ready or Not.
I think it was Ready or Not, right? Wasn't it?
Yeah, Ready or Not.
Yeah, it was Ready or Not. Then it was The Hunt. Then it was Mayhem.
So pretty
Ready or
much,
Not. Oh,
um,
yeah, you could go.
Grace marries this dude named Alex, and Alex belongs to like this fucking rich family. Turns out his family plays some like very twisted games.
Yeah, well,
Um,
like that's the only card though. Like the only card that was bad, Grace picked.
yeah, and it's hide and seek.
So
And it's not normal
mhm,
hide and seek. It's
it's killer hide and seek.
yeah, if they find you, you die.
uh,
So pretty much,
cool.
um,
One character that every time she was on made you laugh because she was such a klutz.
oh yeah,
So
oh yeah, there's this bitch. She was given like this tiny ass gun, and
and
she couldn't even shoot it.
she she shot this one girl. And then she's like, "Oh my god, I shot the girl! I shot Grace! Oh my god!" And it turns out this to be the woman that was taking care of the children and trying to look for them. She shot her, and then that's whenever Grace starts to realize that something's off about this fucking family.
Yeah.
It took her somebody to die and get shot in the face to realize. No, it wasn't in the face. Was it in the eyeball?
It's in like like headshot.
Okay. So
Or in the chest.
also
I don't
there's
know.
this like old lady, this old woman that I think she's the grandmother or something. She is ruthless and she's also
Yeah.
funny because there's this one scene which we'll get to. Actually, we could get to that now. So, girl that shot uh the other girl in the face with a gun, the handgun, was given a crossbow. And I'm like, bitch, why would you give her a fucking crossbow? This is not gonna end well either. And sure enough, as soon as she gets her hands out on the fucking crossbow, she shoots somebody. As soon as she fucking touches the crossbow.
Yeah. So she's so fucking dumb. It was funny.
Yeah, and then like she goes over and she grabs like this line of cocaine on her arm, sniffs it, and she's like, "Okay, girl, no more fuck ups." And then she makes this weird sound where it's like, or something.
Yeah, she
Like,
snorts coke
how did it
and she's
go?
like,
She was, yeah, she's like, it was so fucking fun. It was so fucking funny. Oh my god, I loved that scene.
Family's so fucked up.
And and then anyway, so she shoots the woman in the crossbow, and she's like, "I can't do anything right," or something, or like, "I don't know how to do this," or something. Oh yeah, she said, "I don't know what I'm doing," and I'm like, "Yeah, girl, it's pretty obvious that you don't know what you're doing."
Yeah, most of the family didn't even know how to use weapons.
Yeah, the one guy was trying to look up a fucking how-to video, on
How to
doing
use
a
a
crossbow. We'll
crossbow.
get to that though. I think this is far away, but let's get to Grace now. So Grace, Alex shows Grace a little hideout area that's like in behind the walls, and she up against well, she goes on this like hallway, and this girl in the dumbwaiter is like waiting for her, and she's like, "Hey, I need you to help me. I don't know what the fuck is going on." Um, and she's like, "Okay, I need you to help me. Um, the parents are trying to kill me." And then she's like, "Hey, guys, she's over here. Guys, help!" And she fucking touches the dumbwaiter buttons and decapitates herself.
Yeah, she just gets crushed by the door, and it's brutal as hell.
Yeah,
Should we explain like why the family is
um,
hunting her down in the first place? Grace.
yeah. This movie is great. I love this movie.
Yeah, so pretty much, the family has to kill Grace because if they don't, they'll die by sunrise or whatever, or
Yeah.
dawn.
Um. So.
If they had to,
Fuck.
they had to do a satanic sacrifice to keep themselves
Oh,
alive.
so Grace, I think first she goes into the next she goes into the kitchen, right? And this guy's there singing, and she cocks the shotgun, and the dude hears it. Like he doesn't do anything. He's like "La, la, 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 la," just like humming and just like singing very loudly. And it's the
It
entire time it was kind of nerve wracking, but you also wanted to tell the guy to shut the fuck up.
was kind of funny to me,
Yeah,
honestly.
yeah.
Like, and then I forget what
I
happens.
need to mute something for right real quick. Um. Okay, so what else happens? Oh yeah, she goes into the barn, and the kid finds her, and she's like, "Hey, I need you to help me," and he shoots her fucking hand
Yeah,
just straight through, and she looks at her hand, and like there's a big ass hole, and she goes over and knocks his ass out, and I'm like, yes, girl, do that.
Yeah, this innocent,
Like,
not innocent child looks innocent.
it was he was not innocent. He literally tried to kill Grace, and
That's how.
ended up getting knocked the fuck out from
That's
it.
probably how he was raised or something.
Probably, but like, holy shit, that kid was like, what did you think was gonna happen?
I don't know. I thought he was gonna do something bad, but I didn't know he
Stood
was gonna
there,
like
just
instantly.
saying.
I didn't know he's gonna instantly just shoot her.
Yeah, like really. And then she falls in this like
Pit of dead
hole
bodies.
full of like dead bodies. Yeah, and she has to get up, and as she gets up, the ladder falls, and she is forced to put her hand that got shot, on a nail, a loose nail. And the entire part of that scene was like also nerve wracking because it's like
Yeah.
you knew it was gonna happen, but still it was like excruciating. Can we just talk about her scream too? Like Samara Weaving scream.
Yeah, it's
Kind of
like.
sounds like a banshee. Sounds like a banshee, but I fucking love it. It's like
Oh my god.
I fucking love it so much though.
Yeah.
Like she's so talented, but like her scream is like hilarious, and I don't know why.
Yeah. I don't know. Um.
But she's great. She's great in this movie and in Babysitter. But
So.
um,
So then she escapes the barn, and she has to get around this fence, and she breaks open a bar of the fence and goes through it and like cuts open her
and
boob.
her boob. And then this is another funny scene that I loved.
Yeah.
She was trying to like get like hitchhike, and this bitch was like, the bitch drove off, and she's like, "What the fuck is wrong with you, you stupid little tiny
Just
dick
insult
ass
after
little
insult.
motherfucker ass little tiny bitch dick pussy liquor ass little fucking eye." Like
Yeah.
she just cusses them out,
I would
and I
too.
loved it.
I would too.
Yeah,
Cause the
I
bitch
would
drove
too
off.
because like you see this hole in this girl's hand and a slit in her boob, and you do nothing about it. You see that this girl is in pain and she's like getting her ass, and you just drive off. Like, oh my god, I hate everybody in this movie. Even Alex, I hated.
Well, yeah. You're not gonna like him,
Like, I feel like the
especially
only person that really kind of helped her in a way was the other brother. I mean, like, Alex helped her out,
Daniel.
but I
Daniel,
mean,
right?
yeah, Daniel. I loved both of the brothers, but it seems like Daniel kind of crossed the line. Like, parts of it you kind of didn't like him at, but at the same time, though, you liked him on other parts as well. It's kind of like that character where, like, you hate them, but you love them at the same time.
Yeah.
And I found that, like, really good with, like, the character development type thing or whatever. It's pretty good. Uh,
Yeah.
but what else happens?
So
She
then
gets
the old man picks her up, like shoots a tranquilizer in her. She goes to sleep. She wakes up in the car, and then he kicks the guy while he's on the phone.
Oh yeah, this is another great scene. There's a lot of great scenes in this movie. This movie is just amazing.
Yeah.
So she kicks him, and then they do an entire like fucking tumbleweed session where they're just like spinning in air, and like Grace's like Samara's scream in slow motion is amazing,
Yeah. They
and
just
like the
flip in
loud
the air
dramatic
through the
piano
woods.
music. You hear her screaming, and then in the same time you hear like the dramatic music loud and
Yeah.
playing, and like glass is like shattering and shit. Then
Pretty epic.
Daniel finds her, or she tries to like steal the car, right? She tries to steal the car, but this guy didn't let her, and they like kind of shut down the car, and then she gets fucked either way. So either way, she got back. She had to get back to the house. I think
Yeah.
Daniel did that though, right? Because Daniel also shot a tranquilizer dart at her. And then she wakes up in the house.
Yeah. She wakes up on this like
Uh,
ritual table or
I
something.
think at one point I forget what happens. Yeah, well I think that's later on, but she escapes, and then Charity comes along, and Alex kind of gets knocked out because he knocks out all of the cameras because they were trying to use the cameras and that's kind of cheating. So he did that
Yeah.
just so that they couldn't cheat or whatever, and so that he could help his girlfriend out. But in the end, you find out he's just a bitch.
Yeah, because
And
remember,
so
their family, all their family dies if they don't kill Grace and sacrifice her. So,
yeah. But Daniel, I feel like he really helped out a lot though, a lot more than Alex did. 'Cause I feel like okay, so
because he
yeah,
doesn't
she
really
gets
care.
strapped on the table, and then he kind of like then he kind of poisons the drinks, and there's this one part where this big guy tries to like punch Daniel, and he just like nonchalantly like moves out of the way, like is completely unfazed. Just like slightly moves and he misses.
Yeah.
So then so the mother comes in because Daniel, she finds out that Charity tries to shoot him, and I think he does shoot him, right? She shoots him, and then Grace
Yeah.
charges at Charity and kills her. I forget how she kills her though. Doesn't she just beat her to death? Right? No, she's still alive. But I
Yeah.
think she knocks her
Yeah,
out, and then
she just beats the hell of her.
the mother comes in, and uh, and Grace and her kind of fight, and she tries to strangle Grace, the mother, and Grace gets the box of like the cards. I think that's what the box was, right? And she starts
Yeah.
beating the shit out of the mother with it. And I think she kind of kills her, doesn't she?
Yeah, I think Alex, like, watches her do that too.
Uh, and then he's like, "Oh, I thought you loved me. Why? Why would you do this to my family?" And I'm just like, "Ho, what the fuck was your change? Why did you have a change of heart whenever you saw her beating the fuck out of your mother? You know that your family is trying to get after Grace, and then you are disappointed in her when she like has self defense. Like, I'm
Yeah.
sorry, what?
I think it's
I
just
just
the
didn't
way they're
understand.
raised. Like, they're raised to,
Yeah, I
like,
think,
do this sacrifice or else they die. And it's okay to kill
but it's
people.
like it's so stupid though. And then he is the one that gets Grace on the table, and um when he like stabs her whenever they like do the ritual, uh he stabs her in the shoulder, which Jack, we both thought, I think that was a great idea, like a nice choice,
Yeah.
because she gets loose and takes the sword, or not sword, it's like a knife.
Something
She
like
takes the
that.
knife and like backs away in the corner and like swipes it at all of them, and then you find out that it's morning at 6 in the morning or something, and it that means that they're basically fucked. And then nothing happens, and she's like, "Oh, nothing happened. What do we do? I guess it was nothing. I guess it was all bullshit or something."
But then they fucking
But
all
then
blow
no,
up and die.
yeah, pretty much.
Yep. And
And then
Grace escapes and the police come and happy ending, kind of.
like they ask her what's wrong, and she's like, "In-laws." Oh, we forgot to go over another funny scene that happens real quick, and then we'll go to the next one because I don't know if we want to talk about mayhem right now. in this episode. We'll talk about the hunt and then maybe mayhem next episode. Um, and ready or not, in the ready or not, there was this one part like whenever is her name Rachel? I think the one that snorts cocaine.
Oh yeah, the one that fucks up too. No wait, Rachel
Yeah.
was
So she shoots.
no, Rachel was the one that got killed. She was
Oh,
she was like in Grace's position before.
oh, okay. Um. So anyway, so the girl she shoots the crossbow and uh the Rachel was trying to explain to her how it happened, how they had to kill the girl, and the girl that got shot in the mouth keeps gagging and choking, and so the old one goes over there with an axe and just slices her, or not slices her. She
Just
like you don't really
fucking
see it, but you can hear like the sound
fucking finishes her
of her
off
killing her.
pretty much.
Yeah,
Like, they don't give a
and then
damn.
she finally finishes her.
Okay,
But yeah,
I'm kind of excited to talk about the hunt because
yeah, the
it's
hunt
actually
was
really
fucking
interesting.
amazing. It's really good. I fucking love the main character. So yeah, do you want to talk about the beginning?
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
gonna
there's
talk
like a bunch
about
of
what pretty
characters that we
much
thought was main.
I'm gonna talk about pretty much what it is because it
Sum it up completely though. Let's talk about like synopsis. Because we'll just talk about
pretty
mayhem
much pretty much in the hunt,
next
a bunch
episode,
of
like I
random
said.
people
We need to.
get abducted and they get taken to this place and they get hunted down. And this actually happens in real life, which is kind of scary. Like in real life, people actually get taken and hunted and killed. So yeah, it's kind of fucked up
So
a
yeah,
little bit.
we get introduced to a bunch of characters where it's like we're like, oh, is this going to be our main character? Nope, they're dead. That's not going to be my main character. Oh, is this person going to be our main character? Nope, they're dead as well. Like,
Yeah, the camera
one from
follows a bunch of
American Horror
people and
Story.
it kills them.
Yeah, this was a great scene though. Like, so they all get shot, but the blonde one's like, "Oh my god, the thing almost shot me. The thing
And she
almost hit me."
dies.
Boom. She gets shot in the face.
Yep. And there's
And
this
then we follow this one dude that from the show This Is Us, which I only know that because my mother watches it and she doesn't shut up about it.
yeah, and he tries
Um,
to save this lady that is literally impaled in a spike pit. And then they get
yeah,
up and
and
run into a fucking landmine, and the lady gets blasted back into the spike pit with half her body.
then this one dude has a gun. She's like, "Give me the gun," and he's like, "No, I won't shoot you." And she takes the gun off of him, and she's like, "Go, you fucking snowflake!" and shoots herself.
Oh yeah, the gas station scene. These like
Oh yeah,
two
that was
like
interesting as well.
two friendly looking people at the gas station, and these people are
Like,
like,
oh,
"What's
you're in
what state are we in?"
Arkansas.
Arkansas. Turns out they're not actually in fucking Arkansas, and the gas station people fucking take out a shotgun and kill them. And
Yeah,
this one bitch chokes on the food because it probably has like nuts in it or something. I don't know.
the food though, they never really explained that, did they?
No, they probably just fucked it up or they put like blades in it or something. I don't know.
Oh, maybe, or maybe it was like poison. Like, oh, maybe it was rat poisoning for the powder.
Yeah. So pretty much the
Anyway, so
hunters
the
built an entire gas station just to trick um everyone that they're in Arkansas.
unsuspecting people. Yeah, here's an it's I guess it's kind of a funny scene, but not really. So the guy is like cleaning up their mess, and then he grabs up this drink, and the woman's like, "Don't drink it, it's poison," and he spits it out, and he's like, "I don't poison the drinks," and she's like, "I didn't, but that thing is really unhealthy for you. You shouldn't drink it." And it's like, bitch, just let him live his life. I know, like, you can't understand a word I'm saying because I keep saying like. I'm sorry. Um,
like, like, like,
yeah,
like.
continue. Like,
So pretty much, like, there's this girl, and like she's blonde, and she looks like Kill Bill. She's from like
Wait,
Kill
so
Bill.
yeah, she goes into the gas station, and right away she's like, you can tell she's one of the smart ones because she's just examining everything.
Yeah.
And so she goes and talks to the guys, to the people, and she's like, "Do you know where I am?" And they're like, "You're in the wonderful state of Arkansas." And she's like, "Okay, can I have a pack of smokes?" Um, she asks for a pack of cigarettes, and she's like, "What state is this?" And she's like, "You're in the wonderful state of Arkansas." And right away, she knows something's off, and she punches the girl. She's like, Is there something wrong?" She punches the woman in the face, does this like barrel roll over the counter, grabs the shotgun, kills the woman, and I think kills the dude too. Or no, he shoots the male first, and then she's like, "Cigarette pack of cigarettes only cost $6 in Arkansas. You fucked up, bitch," and shoots her.
Yeah. Like, she's pretty much our main character, and she's the smart one.
Yeah.
I think she's actually based off the person that survived the real life hunts, because the movie was based off like someone who survived one of those and wrote a book about it or something.
Alright.
Yeah. So, yeah. Why did I forget this bitch's name?
Hmm.
The smart blonde girl. Like,
Wasn't it Crystal or something?
yeah, Crystal. Yeah,
Carol or something?
I think it was Crystal. So Crystal, she
Yeah, it's Crystal.
she leaves the gas station but hides in a bush because there's like this drone, and there's this big ass guy, and he like fucking hits the drone,
Yes, guy.
destroys it.
Yeah.
Yep, and then he tags along with Crystal, and he's an annoying ass bitch.
Yeah. And they hop on this train, and and these this is also a really controversial movie, I think. I think is the right word for controversial?
Yeah, they say a lot of stuff that would offend people,
It's also, yeah, it's pretty offensive.
but we don't really
And
care.
still a great movie. And if you don't really get bothered by that kind of stuff, if you're not like offended easily, you should watch it.
Not gonna
'Cause it
lie, if
is a
you are
great
offended
movie.
easily though, you probably need some mental help. I'm just kidding.
No, no, stop that. No, if you get offended easily, it's okay.
You're just
You can work
different.
on that if you want.
Or you're
It's
normal.
okay.
Or you go on Twitter too much. Who knows?
Oh my god. Okay. Um. So. Um.
So pretty much, the big ass annoying guy. They
Yeah,
get
she
on the
goes on this
train.
train, and what? Yeah, they go on a
He
train and meet these like what are they called?
illegal immigrants, illegals.
Yeah, illegals. And this guy is just right off the bat just racist as fuck
Yeah.
to them.
He's like, you're fake. You're faking this. You're not actually
You're a bunch
illegals.
of fake ass hoes. Get the fuck out of here. I know you're fake. And then they get off on this military base and they're forced to like get rid of their weapons, to toss their weapons, um so they don't get shot. And we find out that one of the people that were leading the group, that was leading the group, was a part of it. And he's like, "Don't worry, I'll give you a head start." And this guy, tackles him and puts a grenade and lets it off inside his pants, inside this dude's pants, and his dick and him blow up.
Yeah.
Like,
He just fucking blows up in the smithereens.
yeah, it was kind of funny, but yeah,
Yeah, most of these movies we watched were like horror comedies. So
yeah. Which I feel like we're really good, especially because if you're not really a fan of horror and you want to try and get into it, I feel like the comedies are the way to go. Either horror comedies or horror action, or maybe even both horror action comedies, because The Hunt and Ready or Not and The Babysitter all have that in common. They have action, horror, and comedy to them. So, uh, feel
the
free
Hunt,
to watch these
I don't
if
think
you
the
want.
Hunt has more weavings in it though.
No, that's the only one that we watched that didn't have some more weaving in it. Mayhem had it as well. But honestly, I kind of forget a lot of what happened in Mayhem because we weren't really paying attention. We were on Discord the entire time.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
might have to rewatch that for the next episode.
I mean, Mayhem has a pretty simple plot though.
Yeah,
There's not. It doesn't
but
really have a lot in it.
yeah, true. All right, so back to the hunt. He has to. She finds these other people, because she goes to like a police range. I think that's what it was, right?
Yeah,
And meets this one guy, which right off the bat, I thought on my first initial watch, it was suspicious AF. Like, I knew something was off with him. I didn't trust him at all because I didn't trust anybody except for the main character.
yeah. I actually kind of trusted him because he looked like a redneck. And most of the people they abducted
but,
were rednecks.
but yeah, um, yeah, he wasn't to be trusted. And there's this one scene where they go into this car, and she knows right off the bat because like they're trying to get information off of them. He's trying to get information off of them, so she does this weird like crane thing where she uses like the handle and slowly rotates to the driver and just kicks him out of the vehicle and runs his face over, pretty much.
Yeah.
And the guy in the back seat is like, "No, what are you doing? We could have asked for answers. What the fuck is wrong with you? You're a crazy son of a bitch." She's like, "Hey, we had to do it. He was a part of it." Like, so chill and nonchalant. And then she tells
Yeah.
the guy this entire story of the jackrabbit and the tortoise, or whatever. I think it was the jackrabbit and the tortoise, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
something like that. And you could tell them if you want.
So pretty much, Jackrabbit and the tortoise. Crystal was the jackrabbit, and the hunters were the tortoise.
Yeah.
That's what it
And
represents.
also, we had like this pig that isn't really that crucial, but also kind of helpful in the thing. It kind of
It kind
is a symbol of
the
how they're prey, basically. Right? That's the best way to put it. The pig is
yeah.
the resembles them.
Yep. And funny enough, at the beginning of the movie, we didn't talk about the beginning of the movie that much. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't really care though.
Um. Yeah.
I don't really care. Pretty much they
If we
unlock a
need to, can we
box.
expand this to 940? Jack?
I don't
If we
know.
don't finish like talking about this, can we like expand it?
Mm.
See if we have to first. And if we have to, and we finish it, the story, the movie, and we have time for talking about Mayhem, then that'll be great. But we'll see. So, um,
I think we'll have time to talk about Mayhem, and then
they
that'll
go
be it.
this. What?
I think we'll have time to talk about Mayhem for sure. Yeah.
We might have to have time. It depends. I don't want to rush this movie though, because there's a lot that happens. We're almost done with it too. So, uh, she goes into the. So we get introduced to these other characters. Oh right, we didn't talk about the beginning. So in the beginning, there's like they're on this like airplane, I think, and
Yeah.
it's just luxurious and shit. And this guy, like, so there's these guys, and they're asking for like these expensive wines and shit, and just like amazing shit. And this random guy that's like bleeding comes stumbling out of the room, like into the rich area, and asking for help. And uh, basically, do they try and kill him? I don't remember how they kill him, or trying to kill him first. But the girl, this woman, hears it, and she takes off her heel, or she grabs a heel and stabs it in the guy's eye,
Yeah.
and then takes out the heel and just plucks off the eyeball and puts it on her feet.
Yep.
Like puts the heel back on
I
her
think
feet.
I think those people are the hunters, and that guy that came out was like a guy that woke up.
Hunty, yeah, the Hunty or
The
something.
hunted.
So yeah, we get introduced to those characters, and there's this one girl that really liked the pig. She even gave it a name.
Was it
Uh,
like Ruben or
so they're
something? Oh
talking,
wait, no.
yeah, and they're talking about like this like controversial shit, like political stuff, and um, Crystal kind of interrupts and grabs, takes Piggy down, and they get distracted, and this is an epic like fight scene. So
Yeah.
she just sneaks down and shoots every one of them, and then saves the girl and the guy, this like military guy or something, which we find out he owed, so he owed the woman that's behind all of this something. And
Yeah.
so the guy that was with her, um, she he wanted to ask a question, but she kind of killed that one dude in the car before he could. So she left this one girl um alive first, and she's like, "Why are you doing this?" And she says, "Because because Jesus tells me to, or something. Because Jesus told me to."
But did
It's like a
Jesus tell her to?
smart ass remark, and I loved it. What?
But did Jesus tell her to?
Well, no, she was being a smart ass little
Because
bitch.
I don't think.
And yeah, so Crystal is about to shoot her, and he's like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa! You can't shoot her. It's sexist. It's not right. She didn't ask for permission. She didn't give consent to shoot her." And she's like, Miss Lady, is it offensive? Do I have permission to shoot you?" And or like, she's like, "Is it a crime to shoot women, or can I shoot you? Like, is it bad?" And she's like, "No." So as soon as she said that, she just shoots her in the face,
Yep,
pretty
she's
much.
no fucking remorse.
Yeah, absolutely none.
Because they're
She's
hunters.
like,
So,
because what exactly did she say, ask? She's like,
is it okay to shoot, to not shoot someone based off their just because they're a girl.
Oh yeah, that's exactly what she said. Yeah, and she's like, no, and so she shoots her.
And the guy's like, what the fuck, pretty much.
Yeah, what the fuck is wrong with you? And then we find out this is the part where we find out that he is a part of it as well, and he still tries to play it off whenever the girl says his name. It's like, dude, you're already done. Why are you trying to save your ass? We know you're a part of it. Just stop. And so he tries to shoot her, and immediately, as soon as he puts it up, she shoots him. Just a millisecond before he puts it up. It was perfect, honestly. Perfect timing.
Yeah. And then Crystal goes to the mansion where the
Yeah, she like asks the woman on the speaker on the radio is like, are you still there? And like she's just calling her name, his name, and she's like, this dude's dead. Shot him.
Yep.
Well, I guess you gotta come find me in the mansion. So you want to tell them the mansion scene while I'm doing something? Reorganizing my hand sanitizers if
So
you really
print.
want to know.
Oh, that's so interesting. So
I
interesting.
know. So interesting. I'm like so interesting.
Yeah.
Which
So pretty
this is
much, Crystal
okay.
goes to the
Focus on.
mansion. There's this there's this person. She's like the head of the hunter thing. Her name's like based off of a Greek god. I
The
forget.
text message too that they send in the beginning
Oh
about
yeah, and like
hunting deplorables.
pretty much foreshadows what's gonna happen.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yep, and what was her fucking name? Like Artemis? No.
Uh,
Um,
I don't remember. No, it was Athena.
Athena. Her name was
I think.
Athena.
Yeah, Athena.
Based off a Greek god. She's like the head of the thing. And Crystal comes in the mansion,
Found that pretty interesting,
finds her,
honestly.
and they talk it out, Kill Bill style. And
Yeah,
like,
I found that like such a Kill Bill type scene, honestly,
yeah,
and I loved it because
yeah,
Kill Bill is an amazing movie.
yeah. Kill Bill's really good. You should watch it. Y'all should watch it
Yeah, you should.
if you
You should
haven't.
totally watch it, along with the other movies that we're talking about.
Yep, like The Hunt.
Uh,
So pretty much, Crystal and Athena start being the shit out of each other,
yeah,
and it's
it was.
brutal as fuck.
Yeah, it was very brutal.
Um,
They
there,
get like thrown into the fireplace,
yeah,
thrown through the fireplace. Um, they get stabbed, and then the thing that finishes them, like before they even start fighting, though, she's talking about cheese and how good cheese is, and what the best cheese is.
yeah,
Which is,
I don't know.
I don't care about cheese. Just get to the action.
Yeah, some of the deaths that were most memorable to me were like the ones no, not like the hits hits.
But
Some of the moments in the fight scene that were memorable. Um Athena gets thrown through glass a lot, and then there's this one time where she's like, "I'm enough.
thrown through glass constantly.
That's enough glass," and then Crystal just throws her on the floor or something.
Yeah, they
There's this
open the door, throw her on the floor.
there's this other
And
time
there's
where
this one scene. Oh,
uh
sorry.
there's this one time where Athena throws this like ninja star into Crystal, and then
Yeah,
Crystal stabs her back
yeah,
with
and then
it, puts it back
yeah,
in
just
her.
like it does a great badass barrel roll into Athena's stomach, and that's
Yeah,
basically like how it ends. Um, so she asks her one more time, "Are you a justice for y'all?" And she's like, "No, I'm not." And so Athena's like, "Well, oops," and then she dies. And then Crystal takes her clothes and the expensive wine that she was about to throw at her, and drinks it.
Yep. And she
And that's the
escapes.
end of the movie.
Yep.
Yeah, pretty much.
Do we have enough time to talk about Mayhem? Because we're like an hour and
Yeah,
20
I guess
minutes.
that's kind of what we wanted to do this entire episode is just talk about movies. What?
We're an hour and
I
20
don't know if we have.
minutes. So,
Oh, we're only at an hour and 20 minutes in right now.
yeah.
Oh, then we have time then. Okay, I
Yeah.
thought we had 3 minutes left. Okay, yeah, we're expanding it to 30 minutes then. Okay, because that should be our normal amount. So Mayhem.
Yeah.
It starts off with this one guy, um,
So pretty much,
badass bitch actress Samara Weaving of her.
yeah, first off though, they explain the virus. It like, pretty much the
It
premise of
kind
the
of
movie is there's this virus that if you get infected with it, it makes you unable to control your emotions, pretty much. Makes you bipolar,
yeah.
pretty much. Like,
Yeah,
extremely
pretty much.
bipolar, I guess. I don't know.
Makes for a great movie plot though.
Yeah. And pretty much your eyes turn
What?
red, and they
Is that
call it,
offensive if we say that?
not,
Bipolar.
no.
Okay. I'm just trying to like
It's pretty
think
much
of
what it
what's
makes,
offensive and what's not offensive.
I don't
I mean,
know.
if swearing is offensive then to you, then you shouldn't be watching this anyways as well. Because I'm not gonna
Okay,
stop
this is
swearing.
crack hour. I don't really give a shit what I say. Unless it's the N word or something, because,
It don't say that.
yeah. Oh yeah, Caleb, it's Memorial Day.
Do not
Woo!
message us right now.
Fucking
Stop
Memorial
barrel.
Day. It's fucking
All
Memorial
right.
Day. Let's go. I don't know if
Yeah,
we're,
it's Memorial Day right now.
I don't know if I'm gonna post this on Memorial Day. Probably the day after. I don't know.
Plan on.
But
Yeah.
respect your
Um.
veterans. You know,
Oh
respect
yeah,
them.
this is my last week of school, and then we have summer.
Yeah.
I'm excited, honestly.
Respect the fallen that make you live.
Real day fuckers.
Yes.
Holy fuck. Holy fuck. Oh
Holy
my
fuck. What?
god. Wow. Okay. Can we get back to what we were talking about before we run out of time?
Yeah, sure. So pretty much,
We have like 10 minutes to
there's
talk about
this
this.
dude, there's this Asian dude, and he's the main character, and then, he gets in trouble with his boss, and then, I don't know.
He's in trouble with his boss, and
Do we
he
have enough
gets
time to
has to
talk
get
about this? There's like so much we could say about this. I don't want to rush it, because we might have to rush it.
no, well we could expand it to 1 hour and 40 minutes if we have to.
I don't really want to do that, though.
We'll see. Okay, then we could talk about how we rank all the movies or what our favorite moments are from the last four movies that we talked about.
Yeah,
Then we'll save Mayhem for the next episode
yeah, okay.
if we have time.
So I think my favorite movies that we watched were The Babysitter 1, 2.
So so Babysitter. What are your thoughts on that movie? I loved it,
Yeah,
honestly.
I liked it a lot. It's probably my favorite of all of them.
My Babysitter Killer Queen was pretty dope as well. Like,
I like them the
um,
same. Like
but
they're just one entity.
yeah, yeah. But honestly, I think I liked either The Hunt or Ready or Not better.
Ready or Not was probably my least
I
favorite out of
just
those
like
three.
I think I've just barely like Ready or
There's
Not
four.
just because of the cocaine scene where the cocaine crackhead woman because she's always doing drugs in the movie and she always is fucking up and I feel like that's just like makes the movie 10 times better. It's just
Yeah,
her character.
I think The Hunt was my second favorite because it was based off of a real life thing,
Oh, The Hunt was amazing,
and it
but
was
also
just
it's
cool.
like has major Kill Bill vibes.
Yeah, yeah, I like that a lot. There's fucking
I really do
someone's
as
lighting
well.
fireworks off. Is it because it's Memorial Day? Probably.
Oh.
Probably.
But yeah, okay, so a favorite memorable scene from the first one, Babysitter One, would probably have to be, well, first off was whenever the gym teacher said pussy, obviously, um,
Yeah.
and the scene when Max has to tell Cole to stand up for himself,
Yeah.
ties Cole up, and forces him to eat a cookie.
That was probably one of my favorite scenes from that movie. Yeah.
It's just a funny scene where they're just like trying to force him to eat a damn cookie. And he's like, no, I don't want to eat the cookie. And like in the like while they're trying to feed him a cookie, he's trying to like cut the ropes and they're all seeing him because there's a mirror behind him.
Yeah.
So they're
So,
all like making fun of him.
yeah. Yeah, that was a really good scene. Um,
Yeah.
okay, my favorite scene. I'm gonna talk about The Hunt. My favorite scene from The Hunt is just Crystal's character. That's
Oh yeah, every
it.
scene that had Crystal being such a badass bitch is my favorite.
Yeah.
I
Um.
just had way too many good moments that it was pretty hard to say which was your favorite, honestly.
Yeah. Ready or Not, I think my favorite scenes were the ones where that bitch kept fucking up.
Oh, the hunt, yeah.
Yeah.
Like the scene where she like
Ready or Not.
shoots the girl in like the mouth in the crossbow, and the lady's trying to say that they have to kill the girl by dawn, and the girl that's was shot in the mouth is just like interrupting her,
Yeah.
like we have to kill the like uses her axe to finish her off.
Yeah. That was really good.
Couldn't stop laughing. I don't know why.
I don't
That's
know.
dark humor. I
We
feel like
laugh
The
at dark
Hunt and
humor.
Ready or Not had a lot of dark humor to them,
Yeah.
especially The Hunt.
Um. Yeah. That's pretty much it. Episode's gonna end like
Uh,
2 minutes. Um.
how many
So
minutes?
2 minutes.
Oh, okay. What's okay? So let's talk about our favorites. Okay, so we talked about first movie, and we talked about the first babysitter, and we talked about The Hunt, and we talked about Ready or Not. What about Killer Queen?
Um. I don't
Ooh,
know.
when they're on the trip and it like slit the girl's throat or something, and it says "What the fuck" again,
I mean,
and then Phoebe looks and sees them.
I just liked all the badass moments in that. You know.
Oh my god! Do you remember the scene in the whenever they go to the basement of the cabin, or like before they even go there, um, Cole has to take a piss, so he goes like, so he takes a piss in can or like the tea kettle,
Oh
and he's
yeah.
like, I have a weak stream. Don't look at me. And
Oh yeah.
she's like, fine, I won't look at you.
And then he turns around, like pisses on her.
Yes.
That was really funny. I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
it's time to end the
You guys
episode.
just, if you did, give a thumbs up and
Too
subscribe.
fast.
Bye, bitches.
Too fucking fast. Holy shit. If you
let me
like
just
this
fucking pass it at the same
video,
time. Okay,
like,
so
hit that
also
like
there's one
button,
scene where they're singing
subscribe,
the Apache
share this
song,
video,
the
hit the
Apache song,
fucking bell,
and so they
ting-a-ling,
also use like weird imagery.
ding-dong-a-ling.
Did you just see ding ding along,
I
ding
told him to
ding
hit the like
schlong,
button.
ding a ling?
I told him to hit the fucking